Good morning, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the show. It is Final Try versus the Katka 5balls. This is going to be a pretty fun match, I think, Boggs. The action is ready to go underway. I think the players are almost ready to go. Knife round should be going, it should be beginning shortly. I just want to say welcome to the show. I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Hopefully, you guys will enjoy the content and the Counter-Strike coming up, guys. Remember, please be respectful in the chat, and let's have some good old fun. Now, this video is looking pretty interesting. Now, let's go over this really quickly here. Had it up in a second ago, just checking the Kova versus B-Pro game, which is not going well, by the way, for B-Pro. But I believe the veto is Mirage, Dust 2, and Nuke. Oh, no, wait. I'm thrown off. Wait.
It's
Inferno, Dust 2, Mirage. I was close. Inferno, Dust 2, Mirage. The three maps that are coming up right now between both of these teams. Inferno will be the final tribes map pick. That's coming up first. Think the players are ready to go soon, and we'll jump into the server. But I have to say, Boggs, I'm a little bit nervous for the Katka 5balls. Just a little bit.
I have to echo that sentiment. I mean, Final Tribe's pick of Inferno should be a solid map for them. And then going into map like Dust 2, where the raw firepower on Final Tribe could single-handedly take over the map. I'm definitely a little nervous for Cacti Fireballs. They should have a good idea of what they're doing on the map, but will that be able to overwhelm the raw firepower that sits on the Final Tribe bench? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, and that's really the question, right? It's like the final tribe, they have so much experience coming in. Like Pitt's been around for a while. He's in the team. He's in the team dynamic, leading up these players who are relatively young. None of them are outstandingly old or anything like that. So I mean, there's so much firepower, mixture of structure, experience. They'll have a good blend between like early rounding, middle rounding, end rounds, making sure like everything is flowing correctly. Five balls on the other hand are a little bit more, they're kind of more intuitive, but the knife round's underway, so let's go ahead and just jump straight into the action while we continue kind of giving our quick analysis and our opinions on how this turnout is going to go. But yeah, Inferno. Usually this has become more of a decider map. It's very rare that we see this map picks first.
It's kind of refreshing to see it early on and not in that third map slot because it is a good map to play. It's a very entertaining map, and I mean some of the best deciders have been on Inferno. But to see it come in earlier on means that either one team is really confident on it or the other team is spectacularly poor, and you wanted to get that Inferno pick in before anything else goes wrong. But it is a good map. It'll be a good one for sure. And again, it is nice to see it not be that decider, but actually be in the meat of an actual matchup and not that little stocking stuffer in a sense, that little topper.
The games that begin, Boggs. It is going to be the 5balls on the CT side. Interesting purchase coming out from them early as well. The dualies and the smoke coming out for Impala. And then the smoke flash coming out for Ghost Boy as they look to overwhelm alt mid. Pitt's already found the opening frag onto Coffee, so things are going well for the final tribe. And now 5balls fall back. So they just lost a player and didn't get anything back for that. So off to a good start, I suppose.
That's a pretty solid start indeed. And you mentioned these dual Berettas. It might just about come into play here as Impala's going to be forced off back towards the site. He is trying to solo hold B. This is actually something I've been noticing a lot towards North America as well, where people are picking up the dual Berettas on the CT side on Inferno, using it to lock down B with that smoke. And Impala's already made it work with one kill, but unfortunately he can't find that secondary, as that would have been so good to delay the push and at the very least bring it to an even 3v3 when he did inevitably go down. But the retake is on for Katka 5balls. They do lack a kit, and Pitt has made him lack bodies as he finds two. ZQ and Ghost Boy fall as well. And Krecker, the last alive, will be falling inevitably as well as Wolfie goes forth. But it's actually Pitt to find four. And the experience pays off in spades for Pitt.
Yeah, not the prettiest 2 kills that he got earlier, but I'll take it. But yeah, I think for the dualies, for them to be the most effective, you kind of have to get that smoke down and hold it. Well, once you kind of get overwhelmed on site, they're a lot less effective, especially with the aim punch. But it is going to be the final trap, picking up the first round, which means weapon upgrades. They're going to go for a bit of a modest purchase for Mac 10s, a Galil for Wolfie. That gives him full utility though. So I don't imagine they will be dropping this round. There's just too many SMGs up against too many pistols unarmored.
Yeah, there's a stack towards mid though. And it's actually going to push on through. HNS finds one, but there's 2 trades going the way of Katka 5balls. That is 2 MAC-10s down. So at the very least, they are making it a little bit expensive. HNS and Lincoln both at about 1,300. The Galil makes one as well, but he is tagged down low. And the bomb has not made its way over towards B. It's actually going back towards A. Whereas Pith has full control of the B site, but the Galil's gone down as well. The bomb has to rotate back towards B.
This is winnable.
Yeah.
Wait, no, this is literally winnable. The bomb hasn't even been planted yet. They've picked up a Galil. They can pick up a MAC-10 in middle, maybe a little bit of utility as well. And if the double flank comes in quickly, that's going to be a disaster. Now, luckily for the final try, they do have control towards spawn, so I think Vanity knows that both players are likely coming on the flank, and it should be relatively secured. If he falls here, that'll be really dangerous.
Maybe just to save Galil is going to be decent for final try, because that will allow the utility to be solid on if it's Coffee who still stays on that gun as well. Because their money is still not quite stabilized. And it won't have the best utility buy. I think that Galil save, as they are going to fall back now, will be pretty good for their utility overall. And they might even go for a half buy here and get that 3rd round or the 4th round buy with plenty of utility and maybe even a double op setup.
I feel like they have more than enough money to get a really good purchase right here. They have Coffee at 5,300. You can drop a Galil over. That's a free weapon. So it's basically an M4. I mean, not much worse. But yeah, they're going to go for the full purchase. It's going to be SMGs, a couple of them, just to make sure they have enough utility and kits. And then the double M4s come out. I'm a little surprised not to see Coffee drop over an AUG, just so they can have at least one high firepower weapon. But still not a bad purchase overall. Let's see, the final tribe. They made that round so messy last one that if they drop this one, their economy will essentially be reset. So, I mean, if the final tribe want that momentum, this needs to be right here. And if 5balls, if they want to, you know, the comeback in the swing round, this is the first.
Indeed it is. The hit does seem to be edging over towards the A side, at least for now, with Pith and one of his mates over in the long haul area. It's HNS with him. Pith still has the MAC-10 in hand as well. And actually the push is going to come in. It's HNS to find one. Pith takes quite a bit of damage as, actually, no, Vanity and Wolfie are down low as well. And Impala, he's gone for the peak over Graveyard. And Crecker's come in. He's become a wrecking crew. He finds 2. And Lincoln has to try and 1v3 this. He's found 1 onto Crecker. But he doesn't know where Coffee and Ghost Boy are. He's now found Coffee, but Ghost Boy swings wide through the through the moto. And that will be round number 1 on the board for Katka 5balls. And a pretty scrappy round, all things considered, playing around smokes, but a nice win and a nice pickup for 5balls.
They're chasing Boggs. Double AKs, upgraded pistols, Dude Eagles, a CZ armor. They're looking for the reset early. I like it. This is a little bit risky, but I still like it. Pit, he's on full utility at the very least. They have an extra flash on Vanity, but that is literally all that they have, Boggs. That's it, just the 2 AKs. Impala, nice opening frag onto Lincoln, trying to be a little bit over aggressive. Nah, that's it. Yeah, the 5balls don't need to do anything at this point. They just need to hold. They have all the utility in the world to counter any sort of execute. They have so much utility to control the mid-round, retake Banana if they want, retake Bracket if they want. They have so much control.
And if you look at the utility too on Final Tribe, for an execute, they have a smoke and a flash. That is it. And his time winds down too, with Pith having that utility exposed over towards B, top car. He very well could lose that utility, but he is going to fall back now and actually use the one smoke as a fake towards B. Are they going to commit the AK to this fake here, Roy?
No, I don't believe they will. No way. I think they're just trying to open up space and arch for who's it, HNS to lurk, but Apollo's holding it down with the op, so this could be messy. Now again, they don't have any more utility to cross this, so they're just gonna have to jump across. But they have the right read. I mean, they have 4 players on the offense against 2 players in pit. As long as they can get past this op and arch, they really don't even have to worry about him that much. It's going to be hit towards the A side. 3 coming up lane, 1 coming up holes. Impala has been spotted, and now they might have an idea that A is weak.
Yeah, the hit is coming in, and Vanity goes down to Cracker, who is very low, but he's still fighting damage. Almost to pull into HNS. Pith falls to ZQ, and and HNS, the last two, actually finding Krecker. But ZQ on top of the bicycle is still making his presence known. He peeks out now. And as the time dwindles ever lower, there is pretty much no chance for HNS as he does find the trade, but Ghost Boy will finish it off again on the MP9. That's a second round in a row for 5balls. And the ballsy buy from Final Tribe means that they're back on the pistols.
Yeah. 5balls have managed to avoid reset death early on. Yeah, job well done. What kind of weapons they're dealing with right now? It is going to be just Glocks. P250s available here, 2 of them. That's about it. A single flashbang for Pit, likely to try to overwhelm either Halls, down middle, towards Banana. It seems like the bomb is headed towards Banana, or actually towards alt mid, but now it's headed back towards Banana.
That was a nice nade to open things up. 5balls. And Coffee takes down Pit, so that is one of those P250s gone. Lincoln gets legged down by the op of Impala. And as Final Tribe seem to be edging their way over towards the B site, this is looking like a very unlikely bomb plant at the very best. And I don't even think a round victory is somewhere in the realm of contention here.
Yeah, unless something horribly goes wrong here on the entries, there's virtually no way they drop this one. Coffee's gonna peek out. There it is, clean house. And that's it, Boggs. The bomb is done.
Yeah, I mean, Coffee's sitting at 7 kills here. And I'm pretty sure at least 5 of them have come on the go low. He's making that thing work.
I mean, it's an M4. Statistically speaking, it's similar damage, similar fire rate.
With the extra 5 rounds of ammo, too. So it's, in my opinion, pretty good against pistols. If you get into that wild spray scenario where you're getting pushed by multiple people.
Yeah, and actually, one of the sorry, kind of like slightly off topic, but one of the hardest things to do on Inferno is like establish your economy super early on Inferno as a CT side, and 5balls have managed to do just that. They're looking really nice in terms of cash. Now Impala looking for that early frag with the AWP. The flashbang counter is perfect, but Zetko is not gonna let Pit get too close and comfortable, and Halls is gonna eliminate him early. And once again, it is the 5balls with the early advantage, looking to dominate. And again, 5balls aren't really that passive team. They will take these aggressive picks. They will shift the op around, and that's what I'm talking about. And Impala finds HNS a second man advantage for his team.
Vanity will get a trade, and that's B-side wide open, Roy. The rotations are coming fast, but Impala's low as well. There is no nade on the Final Tribe squad, so they can't throw that nade down. They will have to aggress. Actually, honestly, might as well go for it at this point. You have kits, and you have 7,200 in the bank. So they are going to commit for this, although it is a 3v3. They have a decent amount of utility. 2 smokes, 2 flashbangs. Now that that CT smoke has gone, there's nothing left for Final Tribe to defend with. Just the rifles, just the guns in hand, and the raw aim on these players. 2 players swinging out towards Church. The first to face is the Banana player. Vanity has been taken down by Krecker, though. And now Banana's getting sprayed. Lincoln, low HP, but Wolfie is yet to reveal himself. Lincoln's doing all the heavy lifting. He finds ZQ. And Krecker on the flyaway. He's just running away.
Yeah, that's the second kill that he got through that smoke, by the way. Jesus Christ. Lincoln, chill for me. Wow. That is quite a turnaround for the Final Tribe. I mean, it seemed like everything was lined up perfectly for 5balls. Impala getting not only 1 pick, but 2 picks early. And they still lose the round because they left that solo player spotting so aggressively. That's a bit of a drop-off there from 5balls. They had it in the bag, but now it is the Final Tribe once again battling to break 5balls' economy early here once again. And if they do, that would be a good turnaround in terms of economy. Ooh, that's a sentence stopper.
That was if. Can we get a 1G in chat, guys?
Oh man, that's so rough. That's unlucky.
We have a nasty shot from Impala, and then whatever that was with Pith on the half wall. And it's another 2-man advantage for the side of the 5balls. And HNS trying to open things up to the B side again, but this time it's Coffee and Ghost Boy to hold it relatively passive behind first oranges and passive CT. So very, very different setup from 5balls on this B site, and a good adjustment because they very well should have won the last round. And It got kind of thrown away by that over-aggression, as you mentioned. But now the hit is going to come on through. The smoke's going out towards CT, flashes Molotovs towards site. Counter CT smokes going in, and actually the push is going to come through. 5balls going aggressive. Balls to the wall. And Coffee's found one, but he's traded out. Wolfie is so low, though. And he is going to push in towards CT, make his way back to site now, trying to pick up some utility, but there's just a flash. The bomb will go down at the very least for Final Tribe. But that's the final member remaining. Wolfie doesn't really have much to do, and Impala finds him blind.
Yeah. There's a really good play from Wolfie, yeah. I feel like sitting and waiting for the postman was just not an option for him. He's way too low. He's up against 3 players. If he can at least find 1 kill off that flashbang, he might have increased his chances significantly. But regardless, 5balls were ready for that, and Wolfie had no choice. But nice bomb plan. That's going to help the money situation quite a bit for the Final Tribe. Now, they're not going to have enough for a purchase right here, so it'll likely just be a pistol upgrades here, maybe some utility, maybe a hero AK for Wolfie, since he can kind of even out his money a little bit. I actually would like to see the hero AK come out here, or hero SG, either or. Go for it. Come on, Wolfie. Hey, where's your armor, Wolfie?
That's the problem.
Wait, why did he could have bought armor easily? At least
very well could have, but wow, he actually takes Impala down very low. But if he actually has to face off against a rifle, then that lack of armor, I feel, is going to be a bit of a detriment. HNS has full armor, so maybe they're going to swap it over to HNS. I'm not too sure about that.
I guess recycle it till the death. Just keep using it, pass it around until the guy with armor has it. That's probably my train of thought.
Yeah, hot potato with ESG. Does seem they are going to go for an R trap, though, and Impala is low, so the P250, if it finds a decent squishy spot, can take him down. But no, they're going to rotate back, it seems. Default out towards bracket, use their control. But 5balls don't care about their control. They're going to get aggressive. And Pith now has the SG in hand, but he is so low as well. HNS has the armor, but he still has not touched the rifle. As 5balls with their aggression, finding damage, finding picks, but Pith has found Impala. He gets taken down by Coffee on the rotation and through Arch. That is bombed as well. HNS falls, and Vanity so low will fall behind the hit cart in a matter of moments. Unless he can pull off some spectacular 1-digs. But he is between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, 30 seconds. 30 seconds behind the smoke. 2 players, an Arch bomb is down. Oh, it's not looking good, Boggs. I think this is just a suicide round. Just get it over with. Make sure you get some money in the bank. Don't get killed after time. And come in strong for the next round. But this kind of like one of the main reasons why I do like the hero rifles when you have the money for it. Is at least you ensure there's some economic damage and pressure to the other team. At least job done in that sense, but the economy for 5balls definitely could have used a little bit more of a kick, but it's okay. 5-3, still a competitive half for both of these teams. 5balls have done an impeccable job to keep their economy up, I have to say.
Yeah, they've been pretty strong in a lot of the rounds they've won as well. They kind of had a little iffy one on round number, I believe it was 6, but other than that, they've been looking really strong, and honestly, they've come out of the gate firing on all cylinders. Very impressive to see. So I kind of think, I thought that Final Tribe was going to kind of come out of here and really get an early lead, but Impala again on the aggression. He just keeps getting first picks, and this is a big reason why 5balls have 5 rounds on the board.
Yeah, he's a really sick opera for that. I mean, every time I watch 5balls, he's kind of the man taking charge with the AWP. He's willing to be assertive. He's willing to take those early picks, and that's why he's so comfortable finding them. And now, once again, the Final Tribe are fighting with a man down, but they need to figure out what they want to do as well. There is a weakness towards the B site. There's a single player that's kind of Ghost Boy just hanging out, jump spotting. As long as he's there, they'll be heavy stacked towards the A site. But if they can eliminate him, they'll have B to play with once again. So I wonder if they try to find that pick. Nice trade.
That's a wrap as well. And he's going to go for it. Ghost Boy has to fall back. The smoke goes in, and Final Tribe are going for the spray through it. They are not connecting their shots. They're probably hoping Pith can come on in and clean up things from behind. All goes in, but Pith has fallen. Ghost Boy finds one. Lincoln, though, will be able to take him down, but Brecker sends him 6 feet under. That is a 6 on the board for Katka 5balls. And 6 of their last 7 rounds as well. The only round that Final Tribe have found on guns was that little interesting one where they did go down 2 players early, got the fast pick towards B, got the bomb down, and held the 3v3.
It's not a good sign because you're not going to get those rounds often. That's a very specific turnaround for the round. But yeah, once again, the final try, but they are on a big loss bonus. So it will be upgraded pistols and a little bit of armor. A single flashbang to try to at least increase their chances of squeezing out a kill. Maybe get some map control off that.
They could just push through the Molotov, and I mean, given the fact he's on the CZ, I can kind of see it, but still, it seems a little haphazard. HNS will go out, and Impala will find a nice anti-eco kill. If 5balls can keep all their guys alive, Roy, what do you think about that bank on Impala and Zedco?
I mean, that's just it, right? These are rounds to stabilize that economy. You want to make sure you keep as many players alive. Just don't get greedy for the stats. Don't get greedy for the empty numbers. Just keep your economy strong. If you can set up your economy for the rest of this half, you're in a really good spot. And it seems like they're already winning the gun rounds. I mean, as long as they maintain the gun rounds, it's good to go. Vanity able to find a weapon upgrade. That's a sick weapon to find. An AWP. They can now work it. If they can find that pick either behind them or in pit, that would be the key. It's one. Now they know there's still an A player somewhere. Got to kill earlier. They know Zedco's there somewhere. They're just worried about this guy rotating Arch, and they also worried about the guy that's probably pushed through Banana.
Yeah, Ghost Boy is down towards T ramp, but the AUG scope is not going to spot anybody. He's going to let them cross. Probably just play passive, and if they do get side control, come on in on the fast flank. ZQ, one onto Wolfie and Vanity on the glass cannon. Has to find two quick ones. Time is ticking lower. He finds a 1D, switches over to the op. He spotted Coffee, but he does not have the bomb, and here comes Ghost Boy. It is a 2v1, and it will be won by Katka 5balls, as the flank from Ghost Boy, the op salvaged as well. Secure them a 7th round, and Impala will be back on the Dragon. Actually, wait, are they going to go for a double op here? No, they're not. Okay. For a second there, they were holding on to the guns.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, nice try there by Vanity, but it's a little too much control early from 5balls once again. But again, that was just a pistol armor round. So, I mean, they're overall pretty happy with that economic damage dealt. There's a slight chance for success right there. But now I think they're really tighten up on these gun rounds, though, because right now it's mostly leaning towards 5balls. The CIS side, they're doing a really good job keeping this intact. And Paula, once again, what is that, 4 rounds in a row now? He's got the early picks?
I believe so. I mean, he's just been going aggro with the op, and nobody's been able to punish him in the slightest. Lincoln has an op of his own, but he's nowhere in sight. He was watching for the top mid cross, and Paula gets away for basically free. He's down to 85, but that's it. He's getting these picks, being able to fall back, and the nice thing, too, is that he doesn't stick around for that aggression. Make it a second as Pith goes down as well. And if 5balls are able to take Inferno off of the hands of Final Tribe, we have to go back to all of these entries on the CT side by Impala.
I have to say, though, Impala's playing so well, and 5balls are playing so well as well. I mean, they're not crumbling under the pressure. They're just taking advantage. Every situation they get, every confidence streak they get, every single little opportunity they take, they'll take that. Now there's a player lurked up all the way up to cart. I'm not sure if 5balls will expect it, but they have the bait set up on balcony. That one's always a little hard to sniff out.
A little hard to sniff out, even harder to clear when you have an op as one of your players. HNS right on Haykart, and I don't know if he might this as well, but the swing comes in from Cracker. It's a little peek towards Boiler to see if there's anything there. That's the bomb drop as well. HNS goes down. Cracker's going to keep on pushing, and Vanity should be falling as well, as it actually will be Cracker to go down. ZQ, though, with that bait setup, will find the final frag. And a pretty clean round from 5balls. Impala and Cracker doing the work. These little pushes, these little peaks, this little aggression from 5balls, catching off Final Tribe time and time again.
Yeah, they haven't really figured out a way to deal with that yet, have they? That's going to be a half buy once again. They're going to go for a little bit more this time around. Mac 10s, a little bit of armor, some utility, 2 smokes, 4 flashbangs. And that's going to open up options whether they want to execute towards the A site. If they want to take bracket, they can. If they want to come back B late, they can. All those options are available. But it seems like it's going to be incredibly fast play towards. Made the Molotovs out a little bit late, but look at the damage.
That is massive. HNS, Vanity, Pith, all low, and Wolfie burned to the flames. Despite only getting 1 kill, ZQ has done so much work. But Pith is able to take down Coffee, and it seems that they will wrap back. And I don't know if you guys saw what just happened to Pith. He dropped both of his guns at the same time. So Like, not just like the gun and the pistol. He dropped the rifle that he picked up and the MAC-10 at the same time. So, a little interesting. The nade will go through, though. And a final try, but kind of just sitting in library.
Rightfully so. I mean,
Quiet.
they have a lot of map control, right? It's just a matter of time before 5balls get antsy or want some sort of information. And they're too wounded to go hunting with themselves. So they kind of have to wait this one out. But I think this round really comes down to the way Lincoln plays this out, or Pitt with the AK-47. Krecker's been spotted and dinked down to 31 HP. So now there's a lot of pressure on him to play a little bit more passive. Zetko is on site. A perfect position to trade out from Halls, but it's only a CZ. So this is quite a predicament that they're in.
Oh, Krekker finds Lincoln, and now ZQ is in the hot seat. Pith goes down, and HNS and Vanity both very low. Wait, okay, they're going to be heard. They're going to be heard by the Speedway rotation, and Impala should be expecting this. Indeed, he is. The cross goes through. Impala does not connect his first shot. He will get traded down at the very least. The bomb will probably not be going down, though, as Ghost Boy will create a ghost out of HNS. And it's 9 rounds now for 5balls. And that's 6 in a row.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And we can't forget that this is also the final Tribes map pick, so this is quite a bit of a loss here if this map is dropped off. Now again, there's 9 rounds on the CT side. It happens. Sometimes they're just clashes of playstyle. Sometimes people just have incredibly strong defense rounds. So as long as Final Tribe can pick up 5 rounds right here, just enough to relieve pressure off the pistol round, I think that would be the key.
Paul is going for it. Wolfie is waiting. And Wolfie takes down Impala for the first time in so long. Impala is not able to get that opening kill. And Coffee's going to burn down to 68 in the fire as well. But he trades it out onto Vanity cross map. Hit is still in the area. But the spray is not going to find him towards the mailboxes. There's a 3-man stack for G now. And Pitt's gone down as well. The bomb needs to rotate towards A. There's no reason you should be committing for this banana hold when you keep dropping players like flies and you already have HNS up bracket. The rotation's going to come back in, but the smoke is out. And ZQ has to hold strong from barrels. And he finds the first one to HNS. The AUG is so powerful, that headshot damage. I think that was a one-shot from that range as well. And now it will be a 4v2 hold. ZQ will fall to Wolfie, though. And Krecker's probably going to wait for rotations. No real reason to throw this away. They have kits, they have utility coming on in.
And that pit position from Wolfie is so incredibly strong that I don't know if they have a way to deal with him unless they find the pick on him early. Lincoln's up close and personal inside the smoke. I mean, if they decide to brute force it, he just yin-yangs it out. If they come through, he's still there ready for it. He finds one shadow. He finds both players now, and now it's all down to Ghost Boy in a 1 versus 2. He's eliminated the pit player, and there's actually hope.
He has his smoke as well. The time is so low. Lincoln's going to make all the noise in the world. The Molotov comes out. Ghost Boy, no, he can't. He has no more time. He had to stick it. That is a great play by Lincoln to buy the time. The Molotov's going out as well. Ghost Boy will survive, but it is a critical 4th round picked up for Final Tribe. And I have to admit, I kind of lost hope for Final Tribe in those few rounds that, I mean, really, the entire CT half besides pistol has been under the control of 5balls.
Agreed. Yeah, definitely agreed. It seems like the Final Tribe are definitely struggling early. They're doing really well mid to late. They have the right calls. They have the right reads. It's just they can't keep their numbers strong in the beginning of the round. It's just Impala that pretty much is picking them apart. He's decimating them. Let's see if they can avoid Impala this time. I mean, they know that he's been going aggressive every round with the AWP. Need to stop carelessly peeking into him. Flashbang comes out. They know the op's there. The Molotov there to push Impala back. But not quite deep enough for the car, and he gets a tag off.
The Molotov comes in as well, and Impala's still sticking around. He's found Vanity, and he still can go for more. Lincoln takes some friendly fire. He's down to 4, and the nade will finish him off. That's a 2-for-none trade for 5balls. And if they could pick up 11 rounds at the back of this last round and a half, that would be a... Wait, it's not even done yet. They could still pick up 12. Or not 12, they could pick up 10, 11 rounds. That would be massive. Pith, though, and Wolfie's still alive. Krekker and the rest of his boys on A don't know where he is, and Pith will fall in the end. Wolfie has the bomb. This is a 1v4 situation, which is very unlikely for him to win. At the very best, though, he can put the hurt on Coffee's economy. And Paula is pretty low as well. But other than that, there's not much of a chance for Wolfie, and Final Tribe will need a massive round to bring him back.
Economy damage at this point is so far removed from the equation, it doesn't even matter that much. There's only 2 rounds left. There's one. If you can find the pit player, then he's turned into a doable situation. Record trying to spot it out. He's been spotted, I believe, but Wolfie can't quite get the flick. And there it is. 5balls pick up the double digits, 10-4. An impeccable half so far. An 11-4 finish would be a good feature. Definitely a good feat. I mean, they've done the job. Double digits on the CT side. This map is usually a 9-6 map, usually an 8-7 map. It could lean either CT, it could lean slightly T-sided. It's kind of up for grabs. So the fact that you finished double digits on the CT side is you've already accomplished your job and more potentially. Now it's going to be AWPs, AUGs, and full utility and kits up against MAC 10s and a
This is not a good final round for Final Tribe as far as their weaponry is concerned, although they can overwhelm holders. Impala is on A side with the off, the utility. It's going to get smoked. It's going to be a balls from the wall push from Final Tribe. But ZQ make it 2, make it a 3rd as he's spraying blind towards Balcony and he finds 3 headshots. Coffee finds 1 more. And this is going to be an 11-4 half in favor of Katka 5balls. And what a half it was as well. They lose the first 2 rounds and then they come back off of it. Impala is so good on the off. And Krecker as well, a notable performance from him on the CT side. Coffee doing a lot of work as well, but really nobody on 5balls underperforming. And actually, Impala didn't even have the most kills.
definitely the most impact, though, in my opinion.
Definitely have to agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind if a player doesn't having disgustingly, aesthetically pleasing stats. I'm just worried about how impactful you have been towards the contributions to the wins. And I have to say, Impala's almost had 100% contribution to the wins. So that's a really, really strong half from him. But there it is. Now the tides have turned. A lot of pressure on the pistol, though. 11-4. Losing the pistol here would be a disaster for the Final Tribe. They need to secure this one at the very least. And they seem like they have the numbers in the right place for now. Okay, maybe not. This is a fast play towards Halls.
I like this. I feel like they're going to go for the Apps Waterfall and on the Glocks. Definitely a viable strategy. Krecker has utility over towards B. And it seems it is going to be a fake. They're going to fake towards B, draw the rotation over. That's Wolfie to take the bait. And Lincoln with the CZ needs to hold things strong. He doesn't have armor. He has a feeling that it will be a Hall's hit as Cacta 5balls kind of falling off banana. Lincoln will go down though. Ghost Boy finds him through smoke. And that is a massive first pick, but 5balls aren't taking advantage of it. They're still mulling around in Halls. Oh, this is mind games now that they're playing with Final Tribe.
Yeah, they're in the shadow completely. The Final Tribe have no information flowing from any direction now. And with Lincoln falling in pit, they kind of have to commit. Who's that, Wolfie? They kind of have to commit Wolfie. But I think he's starting to get a pretty clear idea that this is likely... Wait.
Oh my gosh.
I have to say, 5balls are ahead in every way right now.
This is a brilliant call. Who is the IGL for 5balls? Because this man is a tactical genius. It's just Vanity in pit. He gets 1. He gets 2, actually.
Ooh.
He's got 3. Making a 4K. And he's going for Impala as well. Vanity has just about secured the round for Final Tribe. And off the back of what seems was a brilliant read from Katka 5balls, it's Vanity with at least 4. Potentially the 5-piece from pit as well.
Come on, get it, Vanity. Get it.
It's going to be pit to clean it up in the end, but what a critical 4K at such an important juncture for Vanity.
Yeah, I mean, that was just beautiful. I was maybe thinking, okay, he gets 1 bit, he gets 1 here, maybe 2 to make the post an even 3v3. I did not expect it to just be flawless play from him. I mean, just look at this. He gets the first pick, 1, boom. Second pick, easy. Third, easy. I mean, it's just beautiful play. Ghostbow was wounded earlier from Lincoln's Hall play. So, I mean, that was just nuts. Absolutely nuts there from Vanity. He's secured such an important round for his team. Now, 5balls unable to get the bomb planted means that they were able to get the bomb planted, which means they can just buy some upgraded pistols here. They can get a flash up on Zetko, try to increase their chances of getting onto a bomb site, maybe getting some map control or an early pick with that flash. But overall, it should be a round leaning into the Final Tribe unless it goes horribly wrong.
That pistol round went horribly wrong for 5balls, and we've seen some definite swing rounds in these Winners League playoffs so far. But it does seem with the SMG buys, the setups for Final Tribe, the experience on Pith as well to calm his boys down, that Final Tribe shouldn't be throwing this round to the wayside. As it does seem to be an A commitment coming out from 5balls now, as they are marching their way up middle and into that 3-man stack towards A, which is oh so common on Inferno. comes in. Lincoln and Wolfie finding kills, but actually, Crecker's found 2. Make it 1 for Ghost Boy. And you mentioned something going horribly wrong, Roy. It very well just might. The rotations are coming in fast down Banana. Crecker will fall to the Bison on Pit.
He's found the bomb as well. That is just really unfortunate. Ghost Boy says, nah, I'm not giving the odd back to them. I'm going to throw it out. And he's looking for it. Vanity's hunting for it, and he has no idea where it is. So job well done by 5balls, I'd say. Serious economic damage, denying them the AUG. And now they have a nice healthy purchase. It's going to be AK-47s, full utility. SG for Ghost Boy. He's probably going to look for the early picks with the one-tap potential. And overall, I mean, I'd say mission accomplished in the final round for the 5balls side. That final tribe, they really need to avoid this loss right here. Otherwise, it likely be a double reset. And that's not something they can afford right now.
And Lincoln's still on the Bison too, Roy. Against armored opponents, that thing is a piece. Actually, they're going to go for that initial stack towards B. Get that utility down Banana, but no contact really made between these two teams so far. Seems to be a relatively passive full default for 5balls. And Pith goes aggressive this time. The spray through the smoke takes down Coffee. And Apollo's low as well, but Crecker's found a trade at the very least. Vanity will fall off, and Lincoln will rejoin his squad mate over towards B. But now ZQ and Ghost Boy starting to get that aggression over towards the Apps Halls area. And 5balls really getting control of the wide area of the map again and again in these rounds, regardless of whether they're on pistols or rifles so far, it seems, on the T side.
Oh, that's a neat molly. I like that. I like that.
I do indeed. That's a good one.
Yeah, but this is a little bit awkward here for the final tribe. Yeah, they've done damage. They've won 1-for-1 early in the round. They've done serious damage to Impala. But with Vanity being wounded on the B site, they kind of have to commit that extra player. And it's a Bison of all weapons. Bit of a gap in the smoke. Vanity might be looking for a cheeky kill right here. Maybe if one of the 5balls players takes the bait, he probably will peek into that. And there it is. Early pick comes out for Vanity. It's job well done for the Anchor.
And it's not Impala as well, who is on 5 HP. Cracker getting spammed through the smoke. Vanity finds him as well. It's just Ghost Boy and the 5 HP Cracker make it just Ghost Boy. 1v4, he's found one. He knows where a second is. It's HNS to reveal himself with the flashbang. Vanity is still alive in coffins. And Ghost Boy, with just about no time on the clock, either has to die before time or he will sacrifice so much. He does go down before time, so at the very least, he will get loss bonus. But final tribe on the CT side starting to put up a wall of defense.
Yeah, I mean, they've come to life. This is them coming to life. They have 3 terrorist weapons now. They have 2 AKs and SG. Their money's looking all right. 5balls have no choice but to save up right here. And by save, I mean upgraded pistols, a little bit of utility, but enough money in the bank left over so they can have a strong buy coming in next. But again, this by no means is comfort zone yet for the final tribe. They need to tighten up on these rounds, Boggs. They can't afford to lose this many casualties every single time. But this time they're going to go aggressive. Lincoln down the middle. Finds the early frag. Finds the second. SMG's farming up a lot of cash. That's a good turnaround here for the final tribe. No casualties so far. And I think Wolfie's hearing them just commotion through holes. And he's found himself one. So, I mean, this should be an easy tap in here.
Yeah, oh, actually, ZQ making it a little dangerous. He finds a second. Okay, ZQ. And he's still kicking as well. He can salvage a rifle potentially. He is on an MP9 for now. Is he going to expect Vanity here? He will now, but Vanity will shut him down. So it was a little bit of a scary round for Final Tribe. They take a couple guys down, and Lincoln will be able to get the op nonetheless. But as I'm sure you've noticed, their money's still not out of the woods.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, there's absolutely no reason to hunt him in halls. Just you guys know, you know where he is. Just contain him. Keep your 2 players alive. Come into the next round with your bonus weapons. Keep the MP9 in play.
I mean, the MP9's not bad on Inferno. Close range guns on this map are honestly kind of underrated. But now Impala has the op, and actually it's aggression from the CT side. HNS and Pit going aggro. They found 2, and Final Tribe, you mentioned them coming to life. This is disrespect now from the Final Tribe.
Yeah, I wouldn't so much call it disrespect. I think it's just called confidence map play. I mean, they've gotten 2 picks. This is a robbery. They've stolen a gun round away from 5balls, and now it's so much pressure on these 3 other players once again. And there's still a decent amount of utility left over for the final tribe as well, that if things don't go their way, at least they have counters and they can retake the map control. I'm being told that ZQ is sad, by the way. Okay, good to know.
ZQ is who?
Sad Zed. Is it
Side Zed.
sad? Like, I'm
Oh.
sad.
Oh. Well, I mean, he might be kind of sad after his performance if his team does lose this map, but right now he has to break out of the sadness and really start to find his form again, help his team to victory as they still have the lead, and Ghost Boys delivered an entry, but Pith will trade it. Sad Zed will find it. He gets a second, and Sad Zed, he needs 2 more to be happy, Zed, as HNS and Lincoln are coming in on the rotations, and Lincoln, HNS rather, will have a nice free kill on the Sad Zed, who unfortunately is unable to pick up the 4K and the 1v4. But Katka 5balls, they got a bomb plant, and we all know what that means.
Yes, we do. It's buy hour. But yeah, I mean, overall pretty well played. 1-for-1 trades on site. Could have been better a little bit for the final try, but overall pretty standard things. 2 players alive in the end. That's the result of the 2 players early they found. And now 5balls will chase. It's going to be an AWP coming out for Impala, limited in utility in some ways, and I think Ghost Boy will be probably the most limited, but overall it's more than enough utility to open up options in terms of aggression early or in terms of late round executes.
I want to see Impala get a pick here. He hasn't been able to do it on the T side. He's had the op in one previous round. He actually takes a smoke, and there he is. There's the pick. And that is exactly what 5balls need from their opper. He's able to do it on CT. Now, if he can replicate that performance on T side, 5balls should be able to get themselves a victory. That opening pick opens up a lot of map control. It means that the CTs will have to have 2 guys on each side, and that really makes the A side a lot easier for the taking as well if they want to go back. But it seems they still want to aggress towards B with that opening pick, as Krekker's going to clear up the sandbags. And now, actually, no, I think they are going to set back towards B or towards A. At least a couple players, and leave Krekker there to lurk and make noise over towards the B site.
Yeah, them dropping the bomb where they dropped it signifies to me that the map control that they'll be getting towards A site is probably not because they want to go A. It's probably just so they can deny information and try to split the defense and weaken the B defense before they head back there. But
Wrap.
it could be left there for Krekker as well. But let's really, I think we'll know in the next few seconds here. His Coffee gets the bomb and he goes towards A site. Okay.
Yeah, Krekker's about to start pushing in. He's got 1 flash as well. If you can find a pick on B, that can cause a rotation of one of these pit players to head over, as 5balls have really just been hanging out over towards brackets, but now their utility will be used, and Krekker's falling back. The hit is going to come through, and the smoke in pit is actually going to create a sort of one-way for HNS, but actually Wolfie will find the trade. HNS got felled by Coffee, who finds Wolfie as well. Impala is here in CT. It's an off, but Lincoln has his knife out, and Vanity last alive. What more can you ask of this man? I mean, he had that amazing 4K on pistol, but in this situation, I feel like he just has to save.
He has a kit.
Oh.
And they're not looking for him. And by not looking for him, I mean they are looking for him, just not in the right place. And I think... Wait, did they get some sort of idea that he's there? Oh, no. Impala's going to go through the halls. That's smart.
Oh, I thought he was going to go for the no-scope there, but trade will be easily taken by 5balls as they get themselves a 30-round lead again. And they're coming alive now on their T side.
Final Tribe chase? They full save here? Yeah,
Drop
full
pistols
save.
with Lincoln.
Okay, so increase their chances. Gonna pick up a deagle, a couple of them. PG-50s overall for the remaining players. No flashes, no smokes, no any other tricks up the sleeve. Just raw firepower here on the pistols. And 5balls are once again in a really good spot.
Indeed they are. And that nade's going to do a lot of damage for Coffee, as Vanity and Pith both down to 50, around 60 HP, as they didn't have any armor, and that nade falls in relatively close vicinity to those 2 players. HNS on the deagle, though, finds Coffee. That's a great trade, and actually an entry pick for Team Final Tribe. The AK will get thrown out, wisely so for 5balls, but they actually start this round on the back foot. And that can give Final Tribe some good confidence going into this later part of the round as well.
The only problem is the Final Tribe have sent their numbers to the wrong spot on the map. So, I mean, they don't have the right read, and the gamble is not going to pay out. Now, HNS, if he can find one more, he makes it a lot more possible for his team. Spots one, but the scope weapon is just a little too strong for him to handle, and he falls quickly. Now the smokes are raining in. I think it's going to give a pretty good indication that they're mostly B here. And we'll see the final tribe on the move.
The bomb will go down in final tribe, but not quite facing their final rounds, but they have a gun round. After that, it's going to get a little sketchy for final tribe if they fail to win the following round after this one. And I feel like they're actually going to play exits here, try and steal away some guns, and I like this call.
Yeah, I do as well. It's always really awkward when you have to buy when the enemy team's on 13, because that means that you'll have to save on the 14th and potentially forfeit the round. But if you can find AK-47s and bolster your economy right here, that could be the key.
Pith gets one, but he gets taken down. Krecker and Zed will find a couple kills. Wolfie will get extra, but Vanity probably won't be faced with anybody as Paula and Krecker both exiting towards CT. And an expensive round for 5balls, but a round win nonetheless, and no saved guns for final tribe means that their money is going to be in that dire straits that you mentioned. So, not too bad all things considered for 5balls, despite losing 3.
Yeah, not bad at all. But yeah, this is in my opinion the final straw right here. This could be the haymaker, the knockout punch here from 5balls. That's all they need. They're in a really good spot. They have a decent amount of money. Yes, not flawless amount of money, but at least a good safety net in terms of exchanging rounds and deficit. But look at the final tribe. I mean, their weaponry is limited in many ways. They're downgraded to an MP, not on Vanity, who's been the hard hitter on the CT side so far, I'd say. And they don't have any kits, so retakes are going to be incredibly difficult if it comes down to it. But it's going to be heavy play towards halls here for the 5balls. HNS is up close and personal with the AUG. The one-tap potential here is scary.
There is the two-man swing from the end for 5balls, but actually HNS does get traded out by Sadset. 1-for-1 trade. Wolfie finds another, making another 1-for-1 trade as Lincoln will take a man advantage to the side of final tribe once again. But the bomb will go down. It's a 2v2, and Impala has the op as the trades favor the T side, and they make it show there. Final tribe need this round, but Krecker somehow stays alive on 1 HP.
That's really unfortunate. It's all down to Pith now. Again, no kit. He's going to have to find Impala with the op, and it's a really hard angle for him. And rifle versus an AWP. He's been spotted by Impala. He's been tagged as well. And Impala's going for the pistol finish, and there it is, Impala. Nice play. 14-9 now for 5balls, and they are so close to stealing away the tribe's map pick right here.
And then going to Dust 2 as well, the style of play that 5balls bring to the table, I feel like that does really play into Dust 2 as well.
Yeah, I don't really know how the next map's going to go. A part of me says the final tribe will be able to battle it out, no problem. The other part of me says, I don't know, 5balls might be just too confident after this map that it might just steamroll out of control in the next half. In the next map, excuse me.
Look at the buy to its pistols again for final tribe. 15-9 is a very difficult comeback. And Impala's found Vanity. The bomb should be going down on B momentarily as Pith is dropping down off the oranges. She's surely been heard. He will go for the peak, and can't really blame him as getting pushed in by AKs is no easy day. The rotations will be coming in from the final tribe. The bomb goes down. There's 5 alive to hold this for 5balls to get themselves map point on their opponent's pick as well. Rotations coming in from church. Look for the hold towards coffins. Actually, don't be really overextending from 5balls. This is really smart. They don't want to give up any guns. They're going to make final tribe work for every single inch they have.
Rightfully so. They have the chokehold, right? They don't need to relent on the pressure now. They're almost there. Just got to tap it in. They're 1 round away. They have a good safety net, economically speaking. They not only have this buy, but they have 2 probably likely following as well. There it is. Any play potential has been pretty much eliminated. And 5 weapons alive for 5balls. So, I mean, yeah, they're in a good spot.
They're in a fantastic spot. Plus the momentum as well. That's a free kill for Ghost Boy on the 8th finesse. There's been a few plays like that in this game so far where it's just been kind of, well,
I thought
A
he's gonna
laughing moment.
wait, I thought he was gonna go for the knife for a second there. I thought he knew he was there. He's going for the knife. That would have been perfect. But at the end, he had no idea he was there. Jesus. Oh, it's Ghost Boy Deuce. Okay, I actually know all these players. They're just playing under aliases for some reason.
Oh. I guess because it's Face It and the name changes. I don't know. But it seems it is a 3-man stack towards B early on, and look at the pressure that has been provided by 5balls to get all this control over towards A. It's just Impala. He's getting tagged down so low. He's down to 5 HP, and Vanity's pushed to mailbox. Impala very well might be going down early. Lincoln finds 2 on A, but he gets traded out. Ghost Boy so low now as there goes Vanity to find Impala. Man advantage to the CT side is Final Tribe in their final round. They cannot afford to lose anymore. HNS crawling his way over through the brackets, and Ghost Boy, another nice shot. Vanity will be chasing if the smoke goes down, and the spray will not connect. 2v2 now as the time is ticking. Vanity finally pushes through. He goes down, and Pith will fall as well. And that, my friends, is a round or a match victory or map victory for Katka 5balls, 16-9 as well, stealing away Inferno from the clutches of the cold dead hands of Final Tribe.
Yeah, what's crazy too is when you're looking at it on the set, like the stats for this matchup, there really isn't anyone overperforming or really underperforming. Wolfie probably the lowest in the server at 11, but that's not terrible. And no one's really at like incredible scoreline. They're all mostly within the reasonable limit. They're plus or minus, the top hitters are plus or minus, 20 ADR from each other. That's not a big deal. 22 top for the top fragger, and then 3 players are on 21, 22. So I mean, that's just straight team effort, straight impact, and overall 5balls have just played a better map. There's really nothing much to say about it. They performed better. They came out gunswinging in the early round, and Paula just doing an incredibly good job finding those early picks almost every single round. So I mean, he did the heavy lifting in terms of pick potential, how to play out the early round, how to get his team advantages. He kind of did all of that. So job well done to him, and job well done to 5balls for stealing away the Tribe's map pick. Now again, this is a best of 3 if you are wondering. And the second map coming up right now is going to be Dust 2. I genuinely don't know how this map's going to unfold. There's not many statistics available for 5balls. And I think I've only seen the Final Tribe play that map once, and it was a while ago. So I'm not sure if they've been developing it, if they've been working on it actively. But, I mean, the 5balls, they picked it, so I assume they're pretty comfortable on it. And that map will come right after a quick short break. If you haven't done so already, guys, please do follow our socials, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook for Winners League, as well as Boggs' Twitter, my Twitter, and Mel's Twitter, who's behind the camera doing the observing for us. Does a great job as well. Let's give her some credit. And besides that, we'll be back after a quick short break, and the action will continue soon.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by VBet. Play responsibly. And by